In this video, I want to compare and contrast the Shun Sora Paring Knife to the Miyabi Mizu and the Miyabi Artisan paring knives. The reason I say both of them is because they are 100% the exact same knife. The only difference is the handles. The Artisan has this rosewood handle, while the Mizu has this black micarta handle, which is a composite material with a really nice grain structure, I think. They do have the exact same blade, this one right here. So I also want to note that these are two knives in two completely different categories, but since I like both of them so much, I thought it'd be fun to have a theoretical discussion of the two. But I don't want you to see the comparison and assume the Shun Sora is not a great knife. It's an amazing knife. It's the best entry-level knife out there, and it's even better in my opinion than some of the mid-range knives too. So don't see it as the Shun being a poorly made knife. See it as the Mizu being an amazingly made knife, and look at it from that perspective. Since the Mizu is completely handmade, it has amazing attention to detail and fit and finish. Every single edge has been rounded out. There are no sharp corners anywhere. It is completely and totally flush where the handle meets the blade and where the handle meets the back. You have really nice attention to detail, like the logo being carved into the back of the handle, and the beautiful mosaic pin they have in their handles. It's actually about 15 to 20 little tiny pieces of copper, stainless steel, and bronze that work together to make this beautiful pattern and then are then pushed into the actual handle. So you can tell that someone's put their heart and soul into making this knife. The cutting cores are very different. The Shun uses the gold standard VG10 for the cutting core, which is about 60 to 61 hardness and holds an edge very well. By contrast, the Miyabi uses SG2. It's a very high-end powdered steel, about 63 hardness. And what that means is if you use this knife properly, especially a paring knife that you should be holding in your hand like this and feeding food into, it is never going to need sharpening. Both knives are very sharp. The Miyabi is ground down to an insane 9-degree angle by hand over 3 different steps. And to put that in perspective, Shuns, which are well known for being very sharp, are ground down to a 16-degree angle. So not only are we talking 1 digit versus 2 digits for the angle, but we're talking about a 50% or so difference between the two knives, which is exponentially, literally sharper. The Miyabi has a full tang going all the way through the handle. Again, rosewood for the Artisan and black for the Mizu. While the Shun has a rabbit tang, it ends about right here, and it goes into the black plastic handle. To be clear, a rabbit tang is going to be working about 90–95% the exact same way as a full tang, so it's almost a little bit of a moot point. At the end of the day, it really comes down to what you want. If you want an amazing entry-level knife that's not going to break the bank, the Shun Sora is an amazing way to go. And if you want a beautiful work of art for your kitchen that's going to have great performance, the Miyabi Mizu is also an amazing choice. I'll put a link down to both below. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, as always, let me know. And otherwise, I will talk to you very soon.